Hey guys, this is Divyansh and welcome to the United Talk. Manchester United 4, Newcastle United 1. I'm one of those, many of them, who are not overjoyed after this performance or after this result. Simply because, number one, the first goal that was scored by Newcastle, and you could see that goal coming. You could see Manchester United conceding that goal because it was clear from the start that Newcastle wanted to hit Manchester United on the counter. First 15 minutes, I think the first 10 minutes or so, Dwight Gale got that opportunity to run one-on-one against David De Gea, and he should have scored. He should have at least hit the target, and he just blasted the ball over the bar. There were warning signs for United, and it was clear that Newcastle were counter-attacking with 3 players, and yet we did not take those warning signs. We did not improve ourselves, and we ended up conceding the goal. That was frustrating for me, and I thought, whoa, here we go again. Deja vu, right? This is what happens every time we play someone who's below us in the table. The good thing about the game was that United was able to come back into the game and win it and score 3 goals in the first half. Now, the reason I'm not overjoyed with this result is simply because out of the 4 goals that United scored, 3 of them came because of Newcastle's mistakes. The first goal, taking nothing away from Anthony Martial's strike. He gave the ice to the keeper. The keeper thought that he's going to go in the far corner. He tried to hit in the bottom left corner, near corner. Accuracy, the speed at which he hit the ball, it was dipping right in front of the keeper. But still, Dubravka should have saved that. And any other day, he does save that. Any world class or even a good keeper saves that. Second goal, United were pressing. They were pressing high. Newcastle was nervous. They gave the ball away to Mason Greenwood. Again, the purity of the strike was amazing, taking nothing away from Mason Greenwood. It did take a slight deflection and caused the ball to have the top spin, which actually hit the ball to hit the bar and go under. But it was a mistake by Newcastle. Fourth goal, Sean Longstaff. He tried to play a back pass to the keeper, underhit the pass. Anthony Martial, one-on-one. Jesse Lingard, are you watching? That's how you score a goal, one-on-one against the keeper. Boom, 4-1. However, there was only one goal that United scored, which was because of a good play, and that was the Rashford goal. The good thing is, Van Bissaka, not known for his attacking prowess, he needs to improve as an attacking fullback, gave a very good cross. Marcus Rashford, not known for his heading ability, over-jumped or out-jumped the defender and scored a wonderful goal. And that's something that is good. That's Manchester United are actually scoring heading goals now. Lindelof scored the last time. Marcus Rashford is scoring headed goals now. But apart from that, the second half was boring. And it was boring simply because Newcastle decided we are not going to concede more goals. We are okay with conceding 4 goals and nothing more than this. They did not even play Andy Carroll. They did not even play their other 1 or 2 main players, Jonjo Shelvey, because they had accepted defeat in the second half. The game was essentially over in the first half. For United, when Pogba came in, Pogba as a central midfielder, and here's the problem. Against teams like Newcastle who sit and defend and try to hit us on the counter-attack, Paul Pogba as a central midfielder will have lots of space and lots of time on the ball. And while he is accused of slowing down the play more often than not, in such scenarios, he's perfect because he can control the game and he can give those passes, spray those passes here and there. And he can pick out passes as well. The problem is, when Paul Pogba is playing in central midfield, the impact that he can have in the final third is missing, because he can only have that impact in the final third when he's playing in the number 10 position. Another thing, Andres Pereira, and a lot of people are saying that Andres Pereira had a good game. I feel he had a decent game. He had an okay game. He did some things very well, and on the other side, a few things that he did was awful. To give you an example, in the first half, some of the passes that Andres Pereira gave were just simply absolutely brilliant, magnificent. But the 2 shots that he took in the first half, they were horrible. In the second half, the flick pass that he gave to, I think it was Van Bissaka, was just again out of the world, right? But when it was time and he was running towards the Newcastle defense, and he could have easily picked out Mason Greenwood, who could have easily scored that goal. He chose the wrong option, gave the ball to Martial, who did not have enough space to actually shoot on the goal as well. So his decision making and his shooting was awful throughout the night, but his passing was good. So that's why I think he had a very okay game. The reason why he started there is because you can't play Jesse Lingard in the number 10 role week in, week out. The reason why he did not start the previous games is because you can't play Andres Pereira in the number 10 role week in, week out. That's the problem. Now, for Solskjaer, I'll be glad, I'll be overjoyed if he just starts Paul Pogba against Burnley in the number 10 position, because his impact in the final third is something which is lacking for Manchester United right now, and that can only come if you give the guy chance to stay in and around the penalty area. More than that, I think McTominay is injured and he's picked up an injury on his knee. He has damaged a ligament on his knee, and I don't know when he'll be back. It'll be a surprise to me if he plays against Arsenal. He's not playing against Burnley for sure. In that case, I want Nemanja Matic to play over there, because against Burnley, you know that you don't need to defend as much, because you can have that much of ball possession. So with Matic and Fred in midfield, with Pogba as number 10, I think we can still do a better job. Another unpopular opinion. What do I think is that Mason Greenwood is better off starting in the games against these lower teams like Newcastle than Daniel James. Because against lower teams who sit and defend against us, Mason Greenwood has that ability to actually take on the defenders and hit the shot from his left foot and score a goal, because his left foot is a stronger foot. Although his both feet are amazing, but his left foot is stronger. We need that player who can come in from the right and try to take a shot and score a goal. Against teams like Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur and all the big six teams, when they attack us, someone like a Daniel James, we can use his pace, who can run in behind the defenders and impact the play. So I think we've got a good mix of Greenwood and Daniel James on the right hand side. However, if you put Greenwood on the right hand side, there's literally no depth in the striking position and the left wing position. Absolutely no depth at all. And that's what's worrying for me, because with the games coming in thick and fast now, especially in this festive period, in the new year as well, and we have tough games coming up. We have game against Burnley, then Arsenal, then Wolves in the FA Cup, then we have City 2 ties, then we have Liverpool in between. So it's a tough month, and we need to make sure that our players like McTominay, like Fred, like Pogba, Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, James, Maguire, Lindelof and Bissaka, they need to be fit. They need to be fit throughout this period if we have any chance of making the top 4. I don't think we have any chance, because we are 4 points up. We are 4 points below the top 4, and while 4 points is nothing, especially when Chelsea is performing the way they are, and Arsenal is, you know what Arsenal is. So I don't think top 4 is a guarantee, and we can still reach there, but I don't think we are going to reach there, simply because we are inconsistent. Let's just hope that we actually go out and spend some money in January. And for Solskjaer's fate, I think he needs to be selfish enough to go out and tell the board, I need to spend in January, I need to spend in summer. Otherwise, all the hard work that he's been doing with these young players, the average age of this Manchester United side right now is I think about 23. So the hard work that he's putting in with this Manchester United side, the benefits of this hard work will be reaped by the manager who will be next after Solskjaer, if Solskjaer is not selfish enough. Let's just hope that McTominay is back on time. Let's just hope that Paul Pogba can be that spark that we have been missing, that we've been lacking throughout this season essentially. And till the Burnley game, take care.